Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, October 8th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this image here. And this shows a 2-month channel structure. We topped out at 269.40 now, upside. It was lower than that, obviously, a week ago when we were testing it. And the base of that channel is 239.23, which you can see here. So we can, as I've been saying, bottom out at 239.23, rotate up to 269.40 within 1 to 3 weeks, fall away back to 239.23. Now, of course, both of these numbers are changing on a daily basis, but we could trade inside of that structure, for the next month, perhaps, holding above 239.23, 269.40 likely over the next few weeks. So if there's an area to buy Tesla right now, it is at 239.23. And if there's a scenario to sell Tesla, it is selling a settlement below 239.23 or selling 269.40 on an upward retracement. And I'm talking really obviously to 2 to 3 week swing traders, position traders. At this point in time, as we're testing 239.23, you might consider reaching for 270 or 280 strike out of the money calls that don't expire for at least 6 weeks. And if we were to retest 269.40, that channel top over the next few weeks, then you would be buying perhaps out of the money puts. That would be the equivalent roughly of that channel bottom, 240, 250, 260 through time. Let's work our way up today. You can see I have 250.08 in the support resistance area. Nothing more really than Friday's settlement. That correlates well with the recent highs, the high of the low, the high on Monday, 249.83, the high of the low, I forget, 249 and change. If we push through 250.08, 255.77 is likely today where we can place a daily high, and that is nothing more than the low of the high from a little over a week ago. So 250.08, you can sell it. I'm talking to aggressive day traders in anticipation of 239.23. And inversely, you can buy 239.23. day traders in anticipation of taking profits at 250.08. If we push through 250.08, hold out for 255.77. If we close today above 255.77, we should, by Friday's close, retest 269.40 channel resistance, or we could top out through the following week and once again fall away to 239.23. The weekly chart has the same formation as 269.40. It comes in at a slightly different number. You can see 272.56 as shown here. That area, if settled above, would indicate, well, on the daily chart, I've got 308.20. A 6-month rising channel top that can contain monthly buying pressures when tested. And it's rising at a pretty good pace, will be converging anyway with the weekly channel top at 334.10 over the next couple of months. So it's really another way of saying that were we to close above 272.56 at the end of this week, which at this point does not look likely, we should within a couple of months, by the end of the year anyway, reach this 334.10 18-month channel top where we could place a good high through the first quarter of next year. Downside needs to be covered, of course, and that is to say, what about violating the 239.23 channel bottom? If we do so today, breaking, especially opening below 239.23, will allow 227.20 today. We could bottom out there for the day. I think we probably would, but I do think there'd be more to come. If we close below 239.23, I would expect 313.65. This is a 1 to 2 week trade to the downside. So if you are long, or if you get long at 239.23 today, and we close below 239.23, my suggestion is to exit the trade entirely, or even consider playing the short side down to 213.65. If you're not in a position at all and we close below 239.23, you may consider reaching for 214, 215 strike out of the money puts that don't expire. I would go a month out on that expiration. This could be the better part of 2 weeks. On the way down, of course, we do have 227.20 that is well equipped to contain daily selling pressures, but it's dropping at a very steep pace. And over the next 3 to 5 days, it converges anyway with 213.65. So closing below 239.23, 213.65 is likely by the end of next week, where we could actually bottom out on a weekly basis, possibly through the rest of October trade. In terms of closing below 239.23, I do think you can play the short side longer term. And I'll present this chart to you. Now, I've mentioned how I'm no longer anticipating a complete unwinding back into the mid-170s following a settlement below 239.23. But that doesn't mean that you can't play that idea. I do think there's the real possibility for 176.96 by the end of the year if we close below 239.23, but I consider it a probability if we close below 213.65. So best to play it stair step, in my opinion. If you can play the 1 to 3 week time frame, you can sell a settlement below 239.23, take profits at 213.65. Yes, you can go long at 213.65 in anticipation of possible bullish rotation on a multi-week basis off of 213.65. And if we close below 213.65, it is really reverse. If you've been long, go short for phase 2 of an extended descent into the 176.96 region. So if you're a big picture trader, how should I put this? If you're an investor in Tesla, a near-term investor, not long-term, I'm talking to those of you who like to hold your position for a matter of weeks, several months, let's say. And if we close below 239.23, you may consider exiting for the time being. I do think 213.65 is likely, and 176.96 is possible. And if we close below 213.65, 176.96 becomes likely. I think that's probably a better way of saying it, where we could actually bottom out on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis. Is there anything else to say? I don't think so. I'm going to leave it at that. One thing I do want to say is we put out a stock pick on Monday in MicroStrategy. You might check it out. There's something happening there, and you can see it for free if you go to wickedstocks.com and sign up. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. You'll see that in the stock pick we've got coming out in a few days. You'll see our daily triple Q, our daily SPY analysis. You'll see our weekly Apple stock analysis, our weekly NASDAQ 100 and S&P 500 analysis. Check us out. I will be back tomorrow for Wednesday's Tesla report, and you have a great evening.